Hi everyone, my name is Brandy. I am the owner and artisan behind Brush by Brandy, and this video is for something actually really fun today. We are going to do an unboxing of a brand new product line. So I am a brand ambassador for Dixie Belle Paint Company, and I'm super excited because I've been working really hard with them on a project over the last several months, and I'm really proud of the outcome, you guys. These definitely have my touch, my stamp on them, and I feel excited to share them with the public. Dixie Belle has transfers, you guys. The Dixie Belle transfer line is coming. It should be available to the public very soon, but I'm going to show you today the designs. We're going to open these boxes and open the tubes up, and let's take a look at what these designs look like. So before we go any further, I'm going to start off with the one that stood out to me, which was one of my favorite designs, and that's the Cacti and Succulents transfer. I really wanted this to be one of the designs. The reason I'm starting that off with this one is because if you guys look right behind me, I used this one on a piece. It was the first one that I used because it jumped out to me. I love the colors in it. So behind me, you're going to see the Cacti and Succulents transfer. Look at the colors in this transfer. They are gorgeous. So I love that this design came in small individual little clusters that I could stack and use all over my piece in a variety of ways. So these are some of the designs are a little bit smaller, but what that means is you can use them on smaller pieces, or you can stack them to create larger designs too. And this little piece is really special because let me even pull out even the drawers, have a little colorful design on the sides. Do you guys see the colors in this transfer? These lay incredibly well. I feel like where the Dixie Belle transfers are going to be strong is that they're incredibly user-friendly. So even on curved surfaces, even laying these on curved surfaces, they lay remarkably easily with little effort. I did all this one on video, so you guys will be able to see that soon. Beautiful piece. This is Dixie Belle Mint Julep, Antebellum Blue, and further down on the legs, I've got some Midnight Sky. So let's leave that as our backdrop. The Cacti and Succulents transfer is the first design. All right, our next one, this one's really pretty. I think this is going to be incredibly popular too. This one is called Lace. This is the Lace transfer. Let me show it to you on the tube. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful damask pattern. It comes in 4 sheets. I guess you could put it either way. It's in shades of gray. It's very sophisticated looking, beautiful colors, very neutral. And then that comes in 4 sheets. So you can match them up in different ways across the front of your piece. This would be beautiful on drawer fronts. I could see this on whites would be beautiful. You could put it on a light gray. You know, this could even go on a soft blue like vintage duck egg. I see that being very popular too. Okay, so that's the lace design. The next one I'm going to show you is called Boho Soul. Boho Soul. Let me show that one to you on the package. I love this sheet right here. All the sheets are a little bit different, but you can pair them and layer them together and create different kinds of designs. This is the cover of the tube here. That's a fun one too. So there's a little something in here for every taste. Look at these designs. How pretty is that? Those colors are stunning. Okay, so that's one sheet here. Okay, this one has a little bit of black and white. You could layer these kind of on top of this or around it. And this is, you know, as your main design, add a little bit of color in the background, or a little bit of black and white in the background with some color on top of it. Whoops. Same thing with this one, a little bit of black and white with some color. So we've got 2 sheets like that. And then this one here is a little more colorful, but you can pair this, you know, an individual feather here and there with the more muted designs would be really kind of pretty. So I love that. This is probably my favorite sheet of this design here. Do you guys agree? Let me know what you think. So that one is called Boho Soul. And then I've taken some photos too that will have color pairings for each of these. So if you're kind of unsure what colors they would pair with, to give you guys some ideas there. Oh, this one. Okay, this one, let me show you the tube. It's called Floral Romance. Okay, this is one that comes in sheets like this, and it would go across the front of a piece. This does have a pattern repeat on it too, so you can use multiple transfers and extend this if you want, which is a really nice capability. But let me show you the colors in this. These are right up my alley. So you guys may have seen I did a few purple vanities, kind of these shades here, this rich plum. This would be really pretty with that. Muscadine wine, aubergine, those are some colors I see in here. This is a little bit of palmetto I see in that. And it's basically 4 sheets that all extend and connect with each other, and then you can create a linear design across the front of your piece. So pretty. I really like that one. Okay. We tried to start out with a lot of classic sort of staple designs, so that this line is intended to grow, and as we grow we can add more specific designs, but we got to start off with some staples. So sunflowers is one of those. Sunflowers are always really popular. Every time I do a piece in sunflowers, it does really well. So it's got some brighter yellows with some more muted ones, so you can either pick or choose, or you can pair them all together and get some like natural variety. You can layer these with each other, create larger designs. And then it's got, I like this guy right here. Whoops. This guy right here, which is kind of a large cluster. This could go up the side of a piece and be kind of a large cluster, and then you can build. I love buildable designs. I feel like when the print is very, it has one layout, you start seeing a lot of similar pieces done with that design, but when they're buildable, you see a lot more variety in what you can do with it. So I know some people are intimidated by buildable designs, but I really think they're kind of freeing. So an example would be, I did this little cluster on the top of this desk here, how to build a transfer. I usually start with a larger piece as my base, and then I start adding little accents and can kind of go out from there. All right, next, tropical. So birds of paradise. This is what the sheets look like. You've got 6 sheets in this one. There are a variety of sizes. So it's got some buildable pieces here and then some solid patterns here too. Let me show you what these sheets actually look like. All right, so the colors in here are there's some purples in here, which would be like Dixie Belle Amethyst, an orange, like Florida orange. There's some gold designs in the background, and then these can be stacked and layered as well. You can add in some more of your birds of paradise, more leaf designs. So you can start out with one of those big kind of clusters, like one of these guys, and then you can grow it as big or as small as you want, depending on what you're putting it on, which is kind of a cool feature. That's what I would start with. I would start with the cluster and then build it off of there. These are the solid patterns. There's 2 sheets of this in here, and they connect together. And then this is more buildable design. This has the leaves on it. Kind of took a chunk out right there, but it fits my face in like a frame, huh? Okay, Latin Floral. This one's not in the tube because I've already used it, because this was already another one of my favorites too. But this is the design here. And it can go either vertical, or you can place this horizontally on a piece. So it's nice and versatile. It comes in 4 sheets, 1, 2, 3, 4 that connect together, again, either way. And I see you can pull colors out of this like the Gulf, Colonel Mustard, Bunker Hill Blue, Plum Crazy. Do you guys see all those colors in there? Beautiful. So I already have that on a piece. I actually chose to put it on Holy Guacamole, which who would have guessed, but I really love it. All right, this one's called Nautical Life, and nautical theme, another staple that's really good to have in the line. I like this, has some classic Compass Rose designs on here and really pretty. This would be like vintage duck egg, and then you've got some like some Spanish moss color in there, definitely some in the navy in the lighthouse. These are some buildable designs too, a kraken, some anchor designs, and you can, you know, pick and choose and place these and definitely get more than one use out of a transfer. And then this has a medallion on it that's a mermaid. I could see this being at the center of a, you know, a circular table, or you could put this on like a Lazy Susan. All right, oh, this one's good. Hot air balloons and clocks. hot air balloons and clocks. Beautiful colors. Let me show you what the sheet breakout looks like. A lot of balloons in there. It's a little bit steampunk, but great colors on it. These are buildable too, but you could do maybe a sort of sky painted background with your clocks or your hot air balloons placed kind of miscellaneously around your background. There's some more of the designs. This guy here, this one's beautiful. Beautiful clocks. That's a great clock. And then this is the last sheet here, which is a solid design. That would be great for like a nightstand size, or you could do your sky background and kind of build up your placement for these around. Next up, steampunk. We need our steampunk. He's kind of cool, little clockwork. I guess it's a bee, moth there. All right, and that's this exact sheet right here. All right, so you got the glasses, some bicycle, a lot of gears, sort of metal inspired. These would look great with Dixie Belle patina paint behind them. Very industrial. There's your gears. And then here's a sort of pipe pattern. And this again is 2 sheets that connect together. This would be cute on a little boy's piece. I could see that. Very cute. Here's another one I think is going to do really, really well. And this is the Magnolia design. So the magnolias are white flowers. You could really put them on any background, and they're just very universal, classic looking flowers. These are the 4 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and they're sort of a watercolor looking print. So nice and sophisticated looking magnolias with branches. So you could take and you can build these. You can take this branch pattern and stick the magnolias coming off. You can really shape it depending on the shape of the piece that you're putting it on. So it's not too specific. It also has some cotton blooms on there, but they've got the same whites and browns in them. So you can pair these together with the magnolias and it will be all with the whites and the greens and the browns. And here's more blooms. You can take a swag like this and build off of there, or you can take the branch work and you can kind of grow it like a branch running up your piece like a vine. And then this is another one of those solid patterns that you could do on the front of, say, a door of a nightstand or something like that as a solid design if you wanted to do that. That's a really pretty one. I think that one's going to do well. I don't know. I think some of my favorites, I love the Cacti. I love the Magnolia, the Floral Romance, the Lace. Yeah, and so pretty much all of them. No, I'm kidding. This is called Field of Flowers, and this is a solid design. So it's a poppy field. Comes in 4 pieces just like that. This would be a solid design over the front of a piece. So here's your sky. And then you got 2 sky pieces and then 2 pieces of the poppies. And you would piece these together as 4 sheets. Okay, the sizes of these, so let's see, this one is 32 by 24. Let's see, this is another 4-sheet one. It's 24 by 32 as well. The buildable designs, the sheet size doesn't really matter. It's just these ones that you connect. Lace is 32 by 22 inches. And let's see, that's all of our solid patterns that we've, oh, let's see, 32 by 22 on the flowers as well. But you can connect multiples if you wanted to build it even larger than that. So that is all of the Dixie Belle transfers, the initial release of Dixie Belle transfers from their Bells and Whistles line, which is the accessory line from Dixie Belle. So I'm really excited. The brand ambassador team has a lot of great pieces we're going to be showing you guys with these, and then I'm excited to see what the public comes out with. And I just realized that I forgot to show you guys one. All right, you guys, the one design, I don't know how I forgot this one. If you guys can think of what design you always see that people want and it doesn't exist, and Dixie Belle has solved that, Allison Wonderland, you guys. This is our Allison Wonderland transfer here. It's 4 sheets, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the larger picture on the front. Very Wonderland inspired, very whimsical. This will be Tracy all day long. Here's one of the larger designs, which is Alice in her chair reading. Beautiful soft colors on there. Here's another sheet that's got the white rabbit on it. A little bit of the white rabbit. And then there's another sheet that's got our Mad Hatter's Tea Party. And I love these little watercolor flowers, some filigree, and the teapots are super cute. So I actually have a small project that I've done in the Alice transfer here. But this was the last sheet. And I did a bread box, and it's got Alice. It's got some of the guards from the Queen. There's Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I cut out the text myself. That one says Curiouser and Curiouser. Over here we've got, it says Off with Their Heads, and then it's got the Queen on there. And then on the top is a teapot and some text that says Drink Me that I cut out myself. The teapot and the flowers are beautiful, you guys. And I even laid this over a roll top front, and it laid beautifully. So that is our Alice design. Those are the Dixie Belle transfers. Beautiful designs. That's not all though. That's not all. Did you guys also know that Dixie Belle has decoupage papers coming out? Let me show you some of our decoupage designs. We have some beautiful papers. Here is one of the designs. These you can lay these similarly to a transfer. You use an adhesive. The Dixie Belle clear coats work beautifully under this. These are a sort of thin tissue paper design, but they're very durable. So they've got sort of a fiber in them. They're more of a rice paper feel. And so they're very nice and durable. They lay really, really, really easily. So this is one design here, which is this sort of blue and white, flowers. And then here is a more bohemian one. This would be really cute on some funky drawer sides, which is some feathers. We've got another colorful design, which is some watercolor parrots. I picture this again peeking out from some drawer sides and a really colorful piece of furniture. This one was the first one that I chose to use, which was these wildflowers. And they connect together too. So the edge of this one will connect to this one, so you can keep them running in a linear pattern as long as you wanted to. They've got a repeat on them. All right, our next design is this kind of Scandinavian floral. Very folk art. This would be very cute across the front of a piece. Some pansies with dragonflies. I suppose you could put this one any way you wanted to, either this way or this way. And I just cut off this little piece on the bottom and they just connect together. And then we've got a colorful wildflower design with some irises, all different flower varieties, some black and white in there. Great colors on that. Look at that. Again, you can connect these together and run it in a line. So if you're doing a long piece, you can run it that way. Or you can also run it vertically as well. See how those would connect up to each other? So beautiful colors, nice quality papers. And there's a second size. Let me show you these. A longer size too. These could go vertically or horizontally. So this first one that you can see right here is a weathered wood pattern. I could see an entire piece done in this weathered wood pattern. So you've got a weathered wood pattern. Again, you could run it in a linear pattern all the way across or vertically if you wanted to go that way. Has great colors in there with some small florals. I've got a few sheets here. This is a sort of a floral. Beautiful colors in that one too. And they're the same material. These are all the same material, just different prints that are on here. All right, we have a Spanish tile. gorgeous colors. It's very authentic looking. This would really look like you had laid Spanish tile on a piece. And let's see, that's all that I've got of this size. Yep, that's all the Spanish tile. And then I have one more pattern of the of this size here. This would lay beautifully on a pink background. You wouldn't even know that it was a paper laid on it. It just looks like a very sophisticated design. All right, you guys, so that is all of our decoupage papers. The anticipated release date on these is late March 2021. So keep an eye out. We don't have an exact date for you guys yet, but at least you'll know what's coming. You can start thinking and planning out in your head for things that would accommodate some of these. I'm going to get pictures posted of the projects that I've got done so far, this vanity behind me being one. But let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite design of these? What is your favorite of these designs? What do you see yourself using first once these are available? I know I have my favorite. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, you can find more Brush by Brandy on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube.